I hear people talk about talent all the time, and at some point, we all probably ask ourselves the same thing. Do I have talent? How do I know? The question frustrates me because when most people look at what somebody can do and call it talent, I see skill. Maybe this shouldn't bother me, but it does. Because I think you're using the words wrong. They aren't interchangeable, and it matters. Because the fact that you use them interchangeably confuses the issue and fuels the belief that talent is more important than any other factor. And you either have it or you don't. You're talented or you're not. And I get it. I've had the same insecurities when I think I'll never be able to achieve what someone else has accomplished because I don't have what they have. I don't have enough talent. So what's the right way to think about talent? And why do I think the majority of what you see me do is reflective of my skill and not my talent? This is how I think of talent. Talent is aptitude or potential, like the blossom from a tree. And yeah, there's something tangible about it, but it's hard to see exactly what's going on because when we see kids who are talented, we're seeing what their interest is in a particular area. It's hard to figure out where they might have the most talent. We can sort out large categories based on those interests, like people who love art more or people who love science more, oranges and apples. But from there, it is very hard to predict what kind of fruit each blossom will bear. Which is a Granny Smith and which is a Red Delicious? If you're not in the apple business, the only way to tell is to nurture the process of growth. When the fruit matures, you'll know what you have. As an artist or a musician or a writer or an actor, you take your interest and your talent and you grow. You learn new things. You put in large amounts of time and effort. That is the skill. The talent cut off from the growth doesn't become anything at all. And when we grow, we all end up a little different. Maybe this is common sense, but what you may be missing is that when you look at the fruit of my effort and say I have talent, you are not pointing to my talent. You are pointing to my maturity as an artist. And when I look at what I can do and compare it to what someone else can do, I'm still not comparing the same thing as I haven't put in the same amount of work. And when we can finally compare apples to apples, we realize that the end result of our work will always be the unique product of what we can do, not what someone else can do. And the comparisons, the insecurities, the fears, and the doubts don't matter nearly as much because we should want to be the best we can be, not the same as someone else. The world needs you to have enough faith to give yourself time to grow and become mature because we need all kinds of artists to nourish the world.